Hey Tab Church family, this is Pastor Jeff, and I'm here. I'm excited to start something new this month. If you are a parent of a child here at Tab, whether your child is in the nursery or whether you have a teenager, I would love at the top of the month just to be able to connect with you and just share a little bit about our heart for our ministry to your family here. Both letting you know what's coming up for your kids here, as well as just some of our heart for you. And so just want to start by reminding you that we've got our Christmas shop coming up this Saturday from 9 to noon. And there's a couple reasons why we wanted to do that this year. The first is that we want to encourage young kids, those that are in the elementary ages, we want them to be able to develop hearts that are generous towards others. We want to give them a chance to shop for gifts and make crafts that are inexpensive and yet meaningful for their family members. And so we'll hope you'll join us for that. Secondly, it's just a space to slow down in Christmas. We've got hot cocoa and cookies, and so you can kind of sit while your kids are shopping and while they're doing a craft, and you can enjoy a little bit of downtime. And again, a season that's so hectic for all of us. Hey, also another thing that we want you to know is that we've got some resources for you to help you enter into Advent. Advent is not just a countdown to Christmas. It's not just a little tiny piece of chocolate every day. Advent is a very spiritual thing. It's preparing our hearts for the coming of Christ. And how do we enter into that? And so we wanted to give you resources to help your family do that. And so the first one is simply this. We've got this calendar that gives you a daily reading. If you can do this with your young kids, elementary age kids. You can walk through the Gospel of Luke, chapters 1 and 2, and walk through that Christmas account. And there's a brief reading every day with an action step, something you can do. So today, we see that Gabriel tells Mary the special news. She will have a baby boy, and he will be named Jesus. And the action step is to simply tell each of your family members one thing you love about them. It might seem small, but these are the simple actions that build a life of faith into our kids. You can download this on our Tab Kids Facebook page and visit our website and find it there as well. If you've got a teenager, we've got this Arrival devotional. And this is so good. I've started reading this with my son Carter, who's in middle school. And those daily readings, they have a couple quick questions, and it's great content. We looked at together at how Joseph struggled, right? Grasping this situation that he was put in, but that God shows up in his life, and God is big enough to handle this situation that Joseph finds himself in. And so for the same thing, a lot of our kids, right? Like just school is a big anxiety producing thing. And so for my son to be able to connect the dots to just like God shows up for Joseph, God's going to show up in his world and in his academic life. That was a cool moment for us. And so we hope that your teenager was able to be at Lighthouse to pick up this devotional. If not, let us know. We'll try and get one of these into your hands this Sunday. Hey, just another couple quick announcement kind of things. One, don't forget our elementary kids are going to be performing in a kids choir on Sunday, December 17th in both services. Those who've been practicing for that. We're looking forward to them being part of the main church service and leading us in a couple Christmas carols together. And then lastly, remember our schedule for Christmas Eve. There's only going to be our children's programming during the second hour, that 10:45 service. There will not be children's programming at 9 o'clock on Christmas Eve or on New Year's Eve. Also, our Christmas Eve evening service, there's no children's programming, no nursery either, but we want everybody to be together in that room. It'll be a bit of a shorter service, and we want to just be together as one church family on Christmas Eve evening at 5 o'clock. So hopefully this helps just you get a sense of what we're doing here for your family. We would love to be able to connect with you more. Please feel free to get in touch with me at any time, and we would love to just equip you to be those faith influencers at home, that we can see your kids just achieve the amazing things that God has planned and in store for them.